using this strategy here with our original pixels and our auto tone, we get a background layer here that really doesn't mean anything. If I hit Command E when selecting that, it just merges down, and then we can call that original pixels again. Now we have, just 2 layers. This is 22% opacity, so we can't really work on this because it's not all there. So if I merge this onto a new layer and convert this to a smart object, and I'm using shortcuts because I'm tired of going to the menu, and by now I've taught you how to do this so many times. If you don't know it by now, my sincere condolences. And then this is now 100% opacity. I want to go ahead and add my find edges on this right now. And so I went ahead and made a shortcut for that, and I'm going to do it twice. Now, find edges, where is that at? It's under Filter, Stylize, Find Edges. Look, I made a shortcut. So I do that twice, and then I have discovered that going down and changing this to divide preserves my colors underneath. See, if I turn this off, the colors are still the same, and this almost always works. There's always gotchas. There's always that image that behaves differently than everything else. And now I've got the nice white lines around all this. And yeah, you can play, and some are colored. Now, I like that there is some variation. But just a heads up, the reason I did it twice is this is 5,000 pixels, so lots and lots of room. So now I got to merge this again onto a new layer. And here's the trick I've been using. Now, if I hit Command T, I bring up the free transform, and then I'm just going to rotate this and hold down Shift so it snaps, and I rotated it 180 degrees. Hit return. Now you might say, what good is that? Blend modes. Watch. If I start shuffling through these blend modes, you're going to start seeing, hey, look at that geometry popping up. And sometimes the lines are there, sometimes they're not. Sometimes the image is there, sometimes it's not. So see how the colors shift? What's that? Overlay. That's kind of cool. These soft pastel colors, don't worry, you can darken these things up incredibly. So I'm just going to run all the way around. Ooh, and difference always, is startling, but seldom useful. I won't say never, because never is such a terrible word. So I'm going to head back out. I don't want to waste a lot of time. I thought overlay was kind of cool. So now, with this on overlay, I can make this, add a new layer, and because this is a blend mode, I can't really take that into Camera Raw because a blend mode is going to disappear when I go in there and make this thing a smart object. So now, whoops, Command Z, wrong layer. Make this thing a smart object, and now I can go into Camera Raw and begin my creative journey. And I will tell you, always make this thing full screen if it's not full screen. I will tell you, I have been ignoring auto for the most part. Don't like it. And going in, and it's just a dance. And I've been using even hue, changing the hue in here. I'm probably not going to do it here because there's some sweet colors. And then playing with saturation on individual color channels, and of course luminance, and then bumping back and forth between these, big long dance, trying to find just the right combination. But we've got some rotational symmetry going on here, and look through the Twitter feed. This is all arrived at through steps similar to this. The real creative action is happening here rather than at, whoops, not there. If I hit escape, back in Photoshop. Yes, there's blend modes, and yes, I'm throwing on different blurs and I'm trying different things, but Camera Raw is the really powerful tool that I've been using to get a lot of my results. Have some fun with this. Work smart. Preserve the original pixels because that smart object is gone. I have taken this all the way up and arrived at crappy results and then just deleted everything, except these bottom two layers. And sometimes even the auto tone, because I'll go a different direction. Have fun.